All Israeli defenses under Iranian attack. Iron Dome collapses completely, Tel Aviv and Haifa leveled to the ground. Welcome friends from around the world. If this is your first time here, we're honored to have you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In what's often called the civilized world, there's been one country standing since 1948, built on the ruins of other people's homes. More than 750,000 Palestinians were expelled from their land, and to this day, over 5 million Palestinian refugees are scattered across the world, stateless. For years, Israeli rockets pounded Gaza, a small, densely populated strip of land that's only about 365 square kilometers. The world watched. The world stayed silent. But now, for the first time in history, the skies over Tel Aviv are no longer safe. The sound of air raid sirens isn't a warning anymore. It's a curse. Iran, seen as a threat by the West, just raised the red flag, a centuries-old symbol that sacred blood has been spilled and that vengeance must follow. In less than 7 minutes, Iran's hypersonic missiles pierced Israeli airspace, flying at speeds far beyond what the famous Iron Dome could handle. This wasn't just an attack, it was a message. What was once trampled now has gravity. This wasn't just war, it was a new chapter in the story of resistance. Arrogance was met with fire. The oppressed finally spoke up, loud and clear, like the beating drums of war. Amid the tension, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard issued a chilling statement, like a knock on the gates of hell. This isn't just a threat, this is real. They announced the launch of a new kind of ballistic missile, a weapon of revenge, said to be more destructive than ever before. Their main target? The heart of Israel. It didn't take long before the sky over Tel Aviv turned into a live broadcast of a nightmare. Civilians, who had been looking up in confusion, suddenly raised their phones to capture what felt almost unbelievable. A streak of white light, like a sword, ripped through the night sky. That was the new missile, ballistic, fast, terrifyingly fast. It gave people no time to blink. And while all eyes were still locked on the sky, the Iranian Guard spoke again, this time even colder, more focused. They swore to keep the sirens wailing across Israel, non-stop. One message, impossible to misinterpret. The strikes will keep coming until the very idea of safety becomes a distant memory. But beyond the missiles and fiery emotions, military analysts saw something else, something deeper. The pattern of the attack looked eerily familiar. The imagery was almost identical to what happened in Ukraine, when Russia launched its Ballistic missile into eastern Ukraine in a very similar fashion. This raises a serious question. Was this a sign of direct Russian involvement? Has the Ballistic missile been transferred to Iran as a form of silent support? The suspicion keeps growing, especially after reports suggested Moscow is considering sending missile aid to Tehran. But after a detailed investigation, the rumors were denied. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard confirmed officially the missile that shocked Israel's skies was homegrown, a ballistic missile called Sejjil. Sejjil is part of a family of medium-range missiles first introduced in 2014. But this strike marks the first time it's ever been used in actual combat, making it a historic moment. Its appearance over Tel Aviv is more than just a warning, it's a wake-up call. This missile is no joke. Its sheer size is enough to make anyone nervous. It's 18.2 meters long, with a diameter of 1.25 meters. That means Sejjil can carry a massive payload. It's confirmed to be able to carry a warhead weighing between 500 to 1,500 kilograms, possibly even nuclear. And while Iran hasn't revealed whether Sejjil is hypersonic or just extremely fast, there is one detail they did share. Despite weighing over 23,600 kilograms, Sejjil can reportedly reach Tel Aviv from Natanz in under 7 minutes. That's a distance of over 1,600 kilometers. If that's true, then we're talking about speeds of around 13,700 kilometers per hour, about Mach 11 or 11 times the speed of sound. What's even more concerning is Sejjil's range. It can hit targets up to 2,000 kilometers away. That means nowhere in Israel is out of reach. But perhaps the thing Iran brags about the most with Sejjil is its fuel tech. Unlike its predecessor, Shahab, which uses liquid fuel, Sejjil uses solid fuel. And that's no small change. Solid fuel allows for much faster launches, making the missile less vulnerable to being intercepted before takeoff. Even though solid-fueled missiles are technically harder to guide and control, Iranian engineers claim they've managed to overcome that challenge. The result? The Sejjil missile now has extremely high accuracy, with a margin of error of just around 50 meters from its target. Many analysts see this as a major leap in Iranian missile technology, especially compared to older models like the Shahab. What's also notable is the vertical launch capability of the Sejjil, which allows it to be fired from different angles. This flexibility gives Iranian missile units a huge tactical advantage on the battlefield. But make no mistake, Sejjil isn't the only weapon Iran used in its recent retaliation. Another missile has captured global attention, the Haj Qasem ballistic missile, and not without reason. This missile made headlines when it successfully broke through the heart of Israel's defenses with little to no resistance. A video showing the exact moment it struck a building in Israel went viral, seriously embarrassing what's often called one of the best air defense systems in the world. The damage caused by Haj Qasem wasn't just luck. This missile is seriously intimidating in terms of size and power. It's 11 meters long and weighs about 15,000 pounds in total. Of that, around 1,100 pounds is an active warhead, more than enough to level a high-rise building in a single strike. The rest is solid fuel that propels it up to a range of 1,400 kilometers. That range basically means all of Israel is within reach. But the most terrifying feature of Haj Qasem is its penetration capability. It travels at hypersonic speeds and comes equipped with advanced maneuvering technology, making it nearly impossible to intercept, even for the US-made defense systems. Iran's defense minister, Aziz Nadirzadeh, once said that Haj Qasem's warhead can spin mid-air, shift direction, and hit its target while remaining practically untraceable. But Haj Qasem isn't the only missile Iran is proud of. One more name remains firmly planted at the forefront of Iran's missile arsenal, the Emad missile. Just like Haj Qasem, Emad is a locally made medium-range ballistic missile, but it's a more advanced version of the Shahab 3 platform. It's been upgraded significantly since it was first unveiled to the public back in 2015. Emad hasn't been retired. It's still one of Iran's most reliable weapons, especially in the volatile Middle East. But the big question is, just how dangerous is this missile really? There's not a lot of official information out there, and Iran keeps the technical specs close to the chest. But here's what we do know. Emad has a diameter of about 1.25 meters, which is huge, enough to hold a 1,650-pound warhead. That makes it way more destructive than the Haj Qasem missile, not just in explosive weight, but also in design. Emad features a new nose cone, shaped to allow the blast to occur directly above the target. This isn't random design, it's intentional. That kind of explosion setup is suited for airburst attacks, especially with chemical, biological, or even nuclear warheads. Some analysts even suggest that Emad is suitable for nuclear electromagnetic pulse, or EMP, attacks that could cripple an enemy's entire electronic system in just one aerial explosion. A lot about the Emad is still unknown. Its launch speed, how well it can evade defenses, or how agile it is in flight are all open questions. But one thing is certain, Emad has a range of up to 1,700 kilometers. That means Iran can strike any point inside Israel without needing to move its position at all. And here's the shocking part. It's claimed that Emad can hit targets with extreme precision, missing by no more than 10 meters. That brings us to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to S News, hit that like button, leave a comment.